Hello everyone, I'm Professor Yue Xiaodong from Capital Normal University. Welcome to my course of skills for writing and publishing academic papers in English. Today's topic is what is effective writing? Before we start our talk, let's see the vocabulary or the words for this talk. I'll do you a favor. Please read after me to familiarize your ear for the terms, for the words, for the vocabulary I'll mention in this talk. Are you ready? Read after me. Writing readiness, untargeted writing, unsuccessful writing, unaccomplished writing, successful writing, writing block, the Archimedes moment of Eureka, the thermal expansion and cold contraction of writing, First, I want to ask you these questions. Do you know what writing is? Do you know what writing readiness is? And do you know how writing block develops? And do you know how effective writing is? And finally, do you know how to develop effective writing? With these 5 questions in mind, let's start today's lecture. Before I give you answers to the above questions, I want to tell you a story first. When I was a doctoral student at Harvard, my advisor told me one day that he wrote an article over a weekend, 2 days. I was so impressed and asked how he could have done it. Well, it was not easy at all, my advisor told me. I had prepared for this writing for a long time, including getting all the materials ready, taking the needed notes, blocking the weekend long ago, and sitting in the right room. Then I asked, I can understand all others, but I don't understand what you mean by sitting in the right room. Well, my advisor told me, usually I would work at my study, but during the weekends, people could make all kinds of noises around the room. So you know where I worked? I was so curious, so I asked, where did you work? I worked at a cottage on the top floor of my house, and it worked for me. My advisor told me. How? I asked further. Because I kept away all the temptations and interruptions on the first floor, including the kids, the garden, the TV, the letter reading. I was so focused. My advisor continued to tell me. And after a few seconds, he commented, writing is serious business. It cannot be done leisurely. End. Now, what do you learn from the story? First of all, here's my advisor and me for a happy moment when I graduated from Harvard in 1993. And this is the room, the cottage that I worked over the weekend. And this is how productive, efficient he was for the writing. And having said all of this, I want to introduce to you a concept which I prepare for this course. It's called writing readiness. Now, what is writing readiness? Writing readiness may be defined as the degree to which a writer is well prepared for his or her writing. it typically includes the following 4 features. First, the writer is well motivated for writing, including feeling excited, looking forward, taking joy, etc. in the writing. The second is the writer is well motivated for the writing, including getting enough materials, giving enough thoughts, having read enough materials, and taking enough notes, etc. Third, the writer is well situated for the writing, meaning finding a quiet place, having favorite drinks or refreshments ready, etc. for writing. And the fourth, the writer is well timed for the writing, meaning blocking a special period of time and putting away other appointments or engagements. Now here, I have this table for you. Now, if you take readiness, high and low, as the horizontal dimension, and effectiveness, high and low, as the vertical dimension, you would have 4 zones of writing. High effectiveness, high readiness, that's for the successful writing. High effectiveness, low readiness, that's the untargeted writing. And the low readiness and the low effectiveness, that's the unsuccessful writing. And low effectiveness, high readiness, as the accomplished writing. Now what this means? Basically means when you do the writing, you better be ready. Otherwise, your writing process could be very frustrating for one reason or another. And then what should you do? Now, first of all, you have the untargeted writing, meaning you have no clear goals for writing. No wonder the writing is frustrating. So what should you do? You should take clear goals for writing. Have a good plan before you start write. Okay? Second is unsuccessful writing. Basically means you have neither the goals nor the efficiency for the writing. Basically, you just have probably a day or 2 for writing, but you have not prepared the materials, you have not read the notes. When you start to write, you quickly feel frustrated. This is why you're not being productive in writing. So what you should do, take clear goals and enough materials for the writing. Third, the unaccomplished writing means you are ready for the writing, but you have not prepared other materials ready, so there was no efficiency for the writing. What you should do, taking enough time and materials for writing. The worst is that you just in this high moment of writing, and then you have to go to a meeting, or someone comes to see you, or you have to do something unexpectedly, and you can never go back to your high moment of writing. That's frustrating. We all experience this. Finally, successful writing. That means you have clear goals and good efficiency for writing. What you should do, keeping on the momentum. Do this as much as you can, and you become a productive writer. Now, having said all of this, I hope you're keeping this in mind. Next time before you start writing, just think to yourself, are you ready? Ready means you have the materials ready, you have the notes ready, you have the thoughts ready, you have the space ready, you have everything that is in a good condition for the writing. And then, having done all of this, then I would recommend the SMART method of writing. If you know English, SMART, S-M-A-R-T, it means clever. It means efficient. Now, what is SMART of writing? First of all, be specific. That means set up clear goals and a task writing. Okay, so you would have something clearly defined, or set up for the writing. Second, memorable. That means you need to set up or have a clear plans and measures for the writing. Like for instance, you want to finish the draft or the introduction or whatever within the first 2 hours of writing. You need to measure your accomplishment. You cannot just too freestyle. If you're too freestyle, you always bet on luck. Today is a good day. I'm a very productive in writing. Today is a bad day. I cannot write anything. You need to set up this kind of measures for you so that you know your productivity. Third, achievable. That means setting goals within your capacity. This will give a sense of accomplishment when you have done your job. If you want to write the whole paper within 1 day, imagine it's a hard paper. Basically, you get yourself frustrated. You know what's that? The consequence of that? Next time you start writing, you feel headache. You hate the writing. So you better make the writing process an enjoyable process. You can see your accomplishments during the writing process. Third, realistic. That means set realistic goals and expectations. You cannot set it too high and get yourself frustrated. You cannot set it too low. That means you do not enjoy your writing outcome. So be realistic. Finally, time-based. That means you need to have deadlines for yourself or for anything. That means you need to set deadlines for yourself or for anyone. So this is the smart method of writing. I hope you'll keep in mind. You can develop into a good habit of writing if you plan for each writing in a smart way.